When Kite and True Awesome play, right? I want Kite's perspective. I want True Awesome's perspective. When Curse plays, I want Curse's perspective. I want K-Sex perspective. You know, you gotta see it through because there's always a winner story and there's always a loser story, but you gotta see it through. You gotta see it through. Niggas gotta learn how to keep their egos in check. I agree with that, but this whole thing started. Well, we were talking about it earlier, a little bit earlier. We were talking about how like the net negative, not the not negative. We were talking about how like people's egos are just so like they're so full of themselves. Like they're actually just so full of themselves. Like the people who think they're good are not good, but they believe that they're amazing. But like TLDR on the conversation that we was having earlier, it was just essentially you can't tell me you're good unless you show me that you have a talent in like different genres. I have to see your talent in other places. That's what Bum was saying. That's what I said Bum when Bum says like he was close to Grandmaster. That shows skill when Adrian Riven is being part of the top 1% in league and stuff like that. You know, with the different players, it just shows way more talent. And I think those are the players that are good. If you're able to show me, damn, I'm not good at fighters, but I'm nasty at multiverse. You ain't seen me in multiverse. You ain't seen me in Strive. That's where true talent comes from. That's where true talent comes from. That's where true talent comes from. Like, yeah, people got slow starts and things like that. Like, not everybody, when somebody starts a game, not everybody's on that, oh, I'm a master, frame one. No, some people got slow starts. But the people that can adapt and start taking off, those are people with talent. How many times, yo, I was watching I was watching this interview with what's his name? With Matt Barnes, all the smoke podcast, right? And Grant Hill, I don't know if you guys know who Grant Hill is. Grant Hill was like, yo, I literally used to only play basketball. Grant Hill, an all-star, superstar player, superstar. He's like, all I do is play basketball. And then one day I'm training in the gym and Kobe Bryant's on the other side of the court. A rookie Kobe Bryant. He's on the other side of the court. And he's like, yo, play me one on one. I want to see. I was studying you while you was training. And he started playing one on one. And then next time they played on the basketball court and the actual NBA game, Kobe was cooking. And Grant Hill, from that day on, he was like, I realized that I was just playing basketball. I'm nice, yes, because I have talent, etc., etc. But I was just playing basketball. Kobe, he was the basketball. He learned. He was playing basketball. He was playing basketball. Me, I was just like, oh, let me boot up fighters. Oh, let me go to the court real quick. With Kobe, it was serious. It was like, nah, we're gonna play a game. We're gonna play a game of basketball. We're playing. Like, that's when LeBron be saying like, "Oh, we're playing chess." Like, you ever seen the interview? This is why I be watching like people that do interviews like the great athletes. Like Iman Shumpert, he has an interview when he's talking about LeBron, and he says LeBron, he knows your playbook, our playbook, where this person gonna be, where this person gonna be. I know that nobody's guarding you on the left wing because I saw their eyes and all what is it? He said all four heads were looking at me. That means there's no eyes on you. So I know that you're open. I don't have to look at you to know that you're open. That's why I can do a no look pass because these four people, they're on me and the fifth guy is trailing because I beat my man down the paint, down the court. It's things like that where you just know, like, it's just greatness. It's literally just greatness. I seen that shit. I love his interviews. Yeah, bro, J-Bo, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's just crazy. You already know about the Overwatch days, but Brian, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to have a certain type of mastery. Like that's when you actually reach true mastery. That's when you reach true mastery. That's when it's like it's real. Bro, that's crazy. it just shows like the level of greatness when it comes to here I'll link it for people that want to watch it on their own. But it just goes to show like there's literally levels to this. There's actually just levels to this. That's when I be like for you to be multi-talented, is ridiculous. That, again, like I know I sound like a broken record at this point, but I don't agree when people say, "Oh, there's only 5 to 10 good players." Like I don't agree with that. The metric in which you're grading them in is not the same metric in which I'll grade them in. It's not comparable. It's not. I'm looking at the overall package of the player. If you're great in one game, that's awesome, right? It's great. I'm happy that you're good at this one game. But if you're able to show me that you're great at all these other games, like I was saying earlier, that's why I respect Pred so much. He proved that he can hang. He didn't take Strive seriously and still managed to get like top 8 in offline Strive. Like, and he doesn't practice that game at all. He just plays it. That's the definition right there. Pred just plays Strive at tournaments. He just enters, but he doesn't play the game. But if Pred actually played Strive, he'd be nasty. And the reason why I believe that is because he's proven it with Multiverse. Pred applied himself to play Multiverse, and look what he's doing. That's why I say is multi-talented is just it's just an overall different skill set. But nah, yeah, that's the prize pool got him motivated. Whether there's a prize pool or whatever the case may be, but it shows you the talent swagger. It really does. It's showing you a whole different talent. I do think if you even have shown a little bit of success in fighting games, just the competition in general, you can probably do anything you want in life. I can agree. Fighting games are hard. I think any video game that you play at a high level, at the 1% or whatever, I think any video game that you play, any competitive, real competition, because there's some games that have like lousy competition, right? But games have real, as you say, Jeter, real niggas. Any games that have like real competition, they can apply themselves. Anybody hitting one frame combo, one frame links on a combo, if you apply that same type of effort in another category in life, you will be nasty. I promise you will be nasty. I'll promise you. If you apply yourself, you'll be nasty. Everyone here can cut meat like me. Hey, yo, K-Sack. Thank you for the validation, Danny. What's up, Billy? Can I be nasty? Trust him. I generally okay. I generally believe so. I generally believe so. Like, what does that case like? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that case like? This you? What do you? Can you tell the class what do you mean by that? Yo, what's going on 18? Can I be nasty? Is it a confidence thing? I generally think like I don't know, man. Like even for example, even if I use Dilly for instance, right? And Dilly knows this because I tell this man this every single time. I tell him every single time, right? I'm not gonna even put personal business out there because that's something I won't do. But I tell him all the time, I'm like, yo, Dilly, if you apply yourself, I promise you, you'll be good. But all it takes is that initial effort. The initial push is all you need, and after that, once you get rolling, you'll be good. If you're able to show off your talent in something, you can push to be better somewhere else. People who play like these first-person shooters, fighting games at the 1% level, whatever, these people can apply themselves. I promise you. You 0.1% of Valorant, bruh. People who play Valorant at the highest level, these people are masterminds. Do you know how much energy, how much power you need to like have, the mental fortitude you need? It's a lot, man. It's a lot. Like if you guys ever watch any interviews with athletes and they talk about like the great athletes, the great I love watching I love watching great athletes, like the top of the top, and I like watching the mid-tier athletes. Those right there is so much it's you get so much information from them. The hype the 1% athletes, yo bro, they just know things that nobody knows, that nobody else knows. They just, yo, when I'm talking to Wawa, right? And this is not a slander on anybody else, right? But when I'm talking to Yasha, when I'm talking to Wawa, to Kasuga, when I'm talking to these guys, right? And they explain something to me, like I'll ask them a question, and the way they break it down is vastly different. Vastly different when I ask somebody else. I'm not gonna throw anybody under the bus. But when I ask like another player who's not on their level, and I ask them a question, like the way they break it down is just, it's too different. It's vastly different. It's vastly different. Vastly different. And that's how you know like how much somebody understands the game. And that to me is just, that shit is special, man. That shit is, it truly is special. It truly is special. You love me? 18. I'll love you if you find four of the people that love you. I'll be the fifth one.
I'm Dirty Dan. No!
I'm
It's
Dirty
okay, you can say
Dan.
it with me.
I'm Dirty Dan.
No,
I'm
but
Dirty Dan.
it is true. It is true, bro. I promise you. I promise you. Look, bro. Next time y'all with some people who y'all think is mid, don't say it out loud. Ask them a question, and then ask somebody who's OD at the game, OD, whatever game you think of. Ask them a question, and they'll tell you, like, the difference. Like, I see this all the time when I watch Overwatch streamers, right? I'll be like, the chat will be like let's say I'm watching like a Widowmaker play, like a Kefri play or something, right? And chat will be like, yo, Kefri, why are you holding this positioning as Widow? Like, why are you standing here? This is a bad angle. And Kefri says, because in 3 seconds, I'm gonna hook up. Somebody's gonna be walking out the spawn, not paying attention, and I'm gonna get a free headshot on the team, and we're gonna have the 6v5 advantage, and we're able to push. But that person who's in diamond, who's in plat, they're just like, that's a bad position. The reason why it's a bad position is because you have no angles. But Kefri's thinking, no, I have a hook. I have access to do this, to do that. I can shoot behind the shield. I can do this. I can do that. Like, it's a whole different environment. They're playing a whole different game. They're playing a whole different game. That's how I got to Masters in Overwatch, watch and study. That's what I'm saying, Brian. Bro, that's literally what I'm saying. It's just a whole different game. It's just a whole different game. I promise you, like, anybody who's a master at their game, and then you ask somebody else who's not that great, they're good, just the mid level, they're gonna give you two different responses. That's what I tell Faulty. I'm putting it out there. I don't care. And Faulty reminds me of myself. Doesn't commit. Not gonna lie, I played Gundam yesterday, and I can see how people in FPS are really good. But I do agree with that, right? I even said yesterday, if you apply yourself, like Jeter, I really do believe in you, and I've told you this numerous of times. If you're my homie, we've had more than one real conversation. With Alucard, with Faulty, with Steve, with 18, any one of the homies, like if we hung out, we've had a real ass conversation. We have real ass conversation. Even with Kite, we've had real ass conversation. Because Kite said something important earlier. Kai said something important. If I can't tell you, yo, Brian, you fucking suck at this game, and this is why you suck. If I can't tell you that information, if I can't tell you, yo, Alucard, you suck at this game, and this is why you suck, or for you be like, nah, Dan, you fuck out of here, nigga. You don't know what you're talking about. And he's getting hostile. If that happens, then there's no line up. We don't have to be friends, because the same way I should be able to tell you, yo, bro, you're not good, is the same way you should be able to tell me, Daniel, you're not good, bro. Why are you mashing here? Why are you doing this? Come on. If I can't take that criticism, or he can't take that criticism, what are we doing here? Like, how else are we gonna improve? And I also agree. Like, Callie said this yesterday too. When we were joking around, but Callie said, he was like, when I lose at a tournament, yes, my girlfriend, his shorty, whatever girl he's talking to or was with at the time, they'll give him comfort. Like, yeah, comfort is good from the girlfriend. He likes that, whatever, it's great. But he wants to know why he lost. I don't want to be hugged and reminded why this, why I need love and affection. No, I want to know why I lost the game. Tell me why I lost. What did I do wrong? Tell me, what did I do wrong? How can I get better? I want the convo though. I hate when people just state it and then the convo, there's no depth. Yeah, I agree with that. Give me the conversation. Like I say this all the time. There's people that say, oh, Dan, you're good at this game. And I say, how am I good? If you can explain to me how I'm good at this game, okay. But if you can't explain to me why I'm good, the same way you can explain why you're bad, you should be able to explain why you're good. A lot of people can't really take criticism, which makes it near impossible for them to get better. Yeah, it's true. It is true. I even had this conversation with you, Steve. Like, Steve, this is like maybe 2 years ago when you came to my house and we were upstairs and we were in the other bedroom. Son, tell me, Daniel, look, you're losing because of this. If you do this instead, it'll force me to do this, and then we go from there. We climb from there. But usually it just stops from, Daniel, you're whack. And it doesn't get past that phrase. We're like 90% of people, oh, yo, nah, fool, you're trash. That's it. There's no, okay, but why am I trash? Like, what makes me trash? What's causing me to be trash? What is the bad habit that I'm doing that's not letting me go above and beyond? What is hindering me from getting better? When we went to get tacos that day, we all talked. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, I thrive for those conversations. I thrive for all those convos. I thrive for those conversations. I genuinely enjoy it. Even recently with True Awesome, he tells me when I was playing Curse the other day, he was like, Daniel, truthfully, you're not losing because of this. You're just not adapting. I was like, damn, I'm not? I'm not going to go off on him. Even if it makes me feel some type of way, I'm not going to go off on him. He's right. I'm wrong. I'm not adapting. You're right. I started adapting and I started doing better. He was right. He helped me. Even if it hurts, not that it did, but in a scenario, even where it does hurt, I'm not trying to disrespect you. It was against Dell? Okay. I'm not trying to disrespect you. It's just, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to take into consideration. Now I'm going to apply it and do better. That's all it is. Because I know True Awesome is not saying it from a place of anger or hatred. No, I don't believe that to be the case at all. Student's the only person I met at an offline who actually gave me advice. I applied it and got way better. Like, that's what I respect. People like that, I respect. I didn't know that information, Miwa. I didn't know that. But you telling me that about student, he gains respect. I think those conversations are some of the best we can have and are generally healthy overall. At least they should be for everyone. Yeah. And of course, you're going to run into people that don't want to have the conversation, right? That happens. Some people don't want the conversation. Some people are just like, nah, I don't want to talk. Nah, this, nah, that. And they duck. They're just ducking the whole time. They're just duck. I don't know. In those mindsets, I don't think you'll grow. I always appreciate that stuff because it's just people wanting you to get better. Yeah. Like this man's argument came from him being mad, bro, even though he acted like he was above that. Like, nah, man, you just insulting people. I think he realized. I mean, I called him out on it when he started like trying to attack Kai on a personal level. I stopped him immediately. I was like, yo, I told him, no, you're not gonna insult Kai on a personal level. That is not what we're gonna do. We can banter, we can talk everything about the game, stuff like that, but we're not gonna talk personal about people. That's not what we're gonna do. If you want to talk personally about Kai, you can talk to him one on one and tell him how you really feel. But I'm not gonna enable you to be like Kai this, Kai that. That I'm not gonna. Not that no. That I won't let it happen. That no. Because at the end of the day, I fuck with Kite. Kite is my guy. Even if I'm trolling and I'm betting against him, stuff like that, Kite is still my guy at the end of the day. I'm not going to let this one conversation cause animosity between Kite and I. No, hell no. Why is that? That's not worth. Like, even if I start, I got to start the FGC drama. Not like, I'll, see, I instigate. I do instigate, but I know my limits. I know. And if I push my boundary, you can ask anyone. You can ask KSAC. You guys, literally anyone. Whenever I push my boundary and it's brought to my attention, I apologize immediately. Or even I'll reach out to you, be like, yo, bro, ask Del. You can ask Del him. Del is in the chat right now. I'll reach out like, yo, Del, yo, did this bother you? My bad if it did. I'm sorry. Like, I don't have an issue apologizing either. I don't have an issue apologizing either. And that's when you realize like that's the maturing growth. Because I'm not here to start beef. Not real beef. Not like actual real beef. No, hell no. It's all for fun and giggles. It's literally shits and giggles. Instigating the way I do it is just to be fun, not being drama. Yeah. It's no drama related at all. Literally no drama related at all. I just do it for good old fun. Literally good old fun. Do y'all think personality traits are reflected in playstyle at all? Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yo, I think it was
You're not that guy.
Was it?
So shut up.
I'm talking.
I think it was Chris G versus Ryuki
Little bro.
at ECT. I think it was ECT. And Chris G was down. Damn, I could be getting my names mixed up. And Chris G was down. And at a point, he was like, wait a minute. I'm playing a kid. I'm going to play him like a kid. And I thought that was godlike. Bro, the Photoshop with the snippet tool kills me. No, that picture is hilarious, bro. We snitching on bros again. We're snitching on bros again today. Today is snitching on bros day. Yesterday, we cheated on the girl. Today, we're snitching on the bros. You're probably thinking Summer Jam or NEC? Okay. Yeah, I could be at the wrong turn, but I remember like seeing that happen, and I was just like, wow, okay. But even Complex, right? I've reached out to Complex and been like, yo, bro, Complex, my bad. If this was bothering you, my bad. That's another thing I think people need to work on, just overall. It's okay to apologize and admit when you're wrong. I think that's perfectly okay. I think that's 100% okay. If I messed up, bring it to my attention. If I'm not aware of it, bring it to my attention at least. I don't know how to overcome the hurt of playing young. Also, ADHD, I gotta rush into it. I think Season 2 Bardock is a very good display of person's personality. I would say there's certain characters in the game that are as good as you are. Like Base Vegeta is one of those characters, ironically, Jeter. Base Vegeta is as good as you are. Gogeta Blue shows you your skill. Write down game plans, read them before game. Dr. DP, I don't know if you ever watched LK. So there was a time period. I don't know if I'm pretty sure LK still does it because he's very like, when he's playing in tournaments, he's very, very focused. But there was a time period. Again, I don't know if he still does it. But he would pull up to the house. LK would pull up to the house and he would sit on the chair on the side away from everyone, right? He would sit isolated by himself. And he would go on his phone and if you look over to his screen, he wouldn't like budge or anything. he would have notes on different players, literally notes on different players, and he'll be like this, like, okay, okay, and then right before he plays a said player in tournament, so let's say for example he's about to play me, and he sees that I'm playing Vidal, whatever, he'll scroll through his notes and be like, Vidal, okay, Vidal has 2-2H, she has an overhead command grab, I can 2H, she has Rekkas, she's -8 on her first. Like, he'll go over his notes right before he plays me, and we're like, okay, all right, and then he starts playing, then he's ready. The LeBron playbook. Nah, dude, I peeped it when you said this man was being compared to 2020 LeBron James. I was crying. I had to hold in my laugh, bro. I literally had to hold in my laugh. I had to hold in my laugh. Man's goes on dust loops. I feel like the notes he has on me is just him being tight as how I play the game. Nah, Steve, the only note LK has on you, Steve, you want to know the only note he has on you? When you did level 3 with SSJ Goku at ECT, and he did what was it? Fuck. It was same side key blast, ID same side key blast. You remember that? He did it to you. Now he did it to you. He's like, Coach Steve ain't blocking this mix up. He did same side mix. Yo, that mix was crazy. That mix was OD. I remember Steve looked back. He looked back at the crowd like, what happened? Like, what was that? Like, did you just see what happened? Okay, no, I need to find that one. I'm sorry, Steve. I need to find that one. That right there was goated. I need to find that play. Bro, I typed in LeBron James on YouTube. I'm bugging out. Hold on. I need to find